So I'm walking the coastline of the United Kingdom for a charity SAFA, which is Soldier Sailor Air Force Association. I left last year on the 1st of August and we made our way up the west coast. It was eventually when I got into Scotland and I went to Skye that I realised I wanted to do all of the Hebridean Islands. So I've spent the last 7 months doing exactly that, and this is, well, Lewis, Harris, the US, so the last of my Hebridean Islands before back to the mainland and carry on down the east coast then. Back to where we started in Swansea. So if I was to give a ballpark figure, I'd probably say about another year and a half before I'm finished. But the truth be told is I don't really care because I'm enjoying it. Well, obviously the highs are definitely the people and the landscapes that I get to see. How nice people are being towards me and towards my cause, and people I've never met before, total strangers, and I've made friends for the rest of my life now. And I get to see some parts of the coastline that I really don't think many people ever walk. So, on a personal level, that's amazing. The down points is obviously only ever going to be the weather. Sometimes you have to keep moving because you've got supplies, you want to keep warm. Sitting there is not such a good thing. So, sometimes we really do have to, grit our teeth and get on with it. But it's all made easier when I'm getting the support that I am and everyone's being so lush. There's 62,000 in the kitty so far, and so I'm stupidly happy, it's going well. So Jet, I got in Irvine. I rescued her whilst I was on the way. I saw her, she wasn't in the best nick, she'd had a bit of a hard time. I fell in love with her straight away, and I think the feeling was pretty much mutual. And yeah, she started following me one day, and she's just not left my side since, and it was the best choice ever. It's harder, because it makes things very much harder for me, because some of the terrain we go across, and obviously carrying her food. But, I love her to bits, she's as much of a part of this as I am, so yeah, I adore her. It was such a split decision. My daughter had moved on to go to college and university. I suddenly just found myself in a position where I was able to kind of do something, and I'd always had big ambitions to do something, not big ambitions, but ambitions to do something bigger and try and help. And I honestly thought of it one day, and 2 weeks later I was gone. Just gave up the house, and I didn't want to think about it too much, because if I did, I'd start what ifs and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, I just packed my stuff and left. And it was the best thing I've ever done. From my webpage now, I've got a few followers on there, and the sort of stuff that I'm always getting feedback from people is remaining positive all the time and just continue on. And I think that's starting to show a little bit, and that gives me a real joy, that does, because I do think that people moan about the most irrelevant of things at times, and sometimes it can ruin their life. I wasn't going to let that happen to me, but I also wanted that to transpire in what I was doing, and it has. So if I just have this thing in my head that if I was ever to give a message to someone, it's just keep going. It's never that bad. We woke up this morning, that was our first gift, so you just got to enjoy it, haven't you? One day at a time. I've decided to continue walking straight through Christmas and on Christmas Day to pay homage to those guys, that are on the streets, the homeless veterans and stuff that are sleeping out rough. People always feel sorry for me when I'm doing it and they see me, out in the middle of nowhere. So it's no different for them, apart from they haven't got a following or anyone to turn to. So yeah, that's what we're going to do this Christmas. So hopefully, hopefully it'll persuade people to give the homeless a sandwich or something.